Okay, everybody. Hi, my name's Andy. This time I'm going to follow up with what Carl Quinn had to say. He talked about the what and the why of paleo. I'm going to talk a little bit about the how. My personal experience was I was not in the best shape of my life a couple of years ago. My blood sugar was up and down a lot. We've got a history of diabetes in my family. I was carrying around a little bit of a spare tire. And then I stumbled across the paleo diet and thought I would give it a try. The buy-in was drop this food out of your diet and stick to a few things for 30 days and see if you don't feel better. So, given my sense of humor, that year for Halloween I went ahead and went as one of the Flintstones characters, and I dug in on it. And you know what, 2 years later I haven't looked back. Basically I went from almost 190 pounds down to 155. I recovered from sleep loss and exercise stress like I'm back in my 20s, and I look pretty good naked, at least I've been told so. So it's like I actually can pull the shirt off. I can see my abs for the first time in years. It's really it's kind of nice. So what do you want to do this? Well, we'll do this real bang bang bang. First, cut out the grain. If you do one thing, it's do this. All right. So cut out the grains. They're full of cheap carbohydrates, and they have no real nutritional value, and they're also full of anti-nutrients and sources of sensitivity like gluten, right? So that in of itself will make you feel a lot better. Another thing is the fewer processed foods, the better. So basically, if it doesn't rot, don't eat it. You know, basically is a very good rule of thumb. The fresher, the better. Meats, vegetables, fats. You got the ratios from Carl. As a matter of fact, I didn't see my best gains until I quit pussyfooting around and really upped my fat intake. Where are you going to get it? Well, some of the best you can get right now is grass-fed meat, and in fact you don't have to worry about how lean the meat is if it's grass-fed, because it's a lot closer to the kinds of animals that our hunter-gatherer ancestors used to actually hunt in the wild. They're very high in omega-3 fatty acids, which is important. You can also get omega-3 eggs. They're fortified, they're full of healthy fat, and they're a great source of protein. If you're going to get non-grass-fed meat, go lean, get leaner cuts. Veggies are really good, but you want to avoid the starches if you can help it. Basically, beans, legumes. Where do you get your good fats? Well, coconut has become a real staple in my diet. Fresh coconut's really good. But I like to do a lot of my cooking with coconut oil, and coconut milk is a really nice thing to put in my coffee in the morning. Also, you can get grass-fed butter, which is actually very, very low in lactose, but very, very high in omega-3 fatty acids. It's great for topping things off. You can melt it down, pour it on things, rub it on your steak to keep it from drying out when you cook it or grill it. Basically, you want to get local foods as much as you can. Buddy up with a hunter. You know, if you know somebody who's bringing in deer on a regular basis, that's a real game animal. You want to roast things. You want to grill things. I've gotten where you basically just put foil into a pan, you set the oven appropriately, you get really good at knowing how long for what, and it's a really quick and easy way to make something good for you and then clean up afterwards. That's pineapple wrapped in bacon, by the way. It's very delicious, one of my favorite Sunday meals. If you're on the go, it's really challenging, so I really like the Trader Joe's beef jerky. You can keep a couple of packs in the car. You can also eat it Chipotle. Get something in the bowl so that there's no tortilla. Add a lot of guacamole to it. It's pretty good for you. The coconut soup down at the Ginger Cafe is really good, and it's based on it's got chicken, shiitake mushrooms, coconut milk in it. If you're doing alcohol, stick to tequila, stick to red wine, stick to things that are low in carbs and glutens. I'm going to do the last ones really fast. Working, standing is great for your energy, and you can lame up something really fast with a coffee table. I actually like these conductor stands. You can get one for about 40 bucks, and they're built to handle 40-pound librettos, so a laptop is no problem whatsoever. Chin-up bar is a really great way to get exercise quickly. Basically, start with 1 or 2 every time you cross the threshold. Within a few weeks, you'll be doing several in a row. Walk as close to barefoot as you can. No elevated heels. Walking a lot is really good for you. Sunshine. Most people don't get nearly enough vitamin D, which has a profound effect on our moods, our immune systems. And basically, as far as sleep goes, not only is it important, you want to really cut down on the amount of artificial light you're taking in about an hour before you want to go to sleep. If you're like me and you get wound up at night sometimes, there's a really great chelated magnesium supplement I pick up at Whole Foods called Natural Calm. Not only does it help round out your calcium intake, but it puts me out like a light. So if you have any questions, come see me or Carl afterwards, and be healthy.